So with the NFL recently inducting its newest Hall of Fame class, and we just had the first preseason Hall of Fame game, I thought it would be a fitting time to do a current NFL Hall of Fame prediction tier list video. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are going to talk about a lot of different players today. A lot of different players, and we have a bunch of different tier buckets that we are going to drop these players into. They are a lock to make it to the Hall of Fame. They're probably in their mid to late 30s. They're going to retire. They'll make it to the Hall of Fame. Probably yes, that maybe they just need like another year or two, but they're probably going to make it to the Hall of Fame. Probably no, just the opposite of that. But I do think they are going to have maybe a Hall of Fame, or I should say a Hall of very good career. And then on the right track, on the wrong track, you still have maybe 5-10 more years in the NFL. But you're either on one of those two tracks, and then no chance. Maybe you're in your mid 30s, and I just don't think you really have any chance. Like, I would bet my life on it, you're not making it to the Hall of Fame. Like always, you can let me know what you agree with, disagree with throughout this video, and you can let me know down below if there's maybe a player I should have talked about here today, or just somebody you disagree on. So we're going to start off with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, honestly, the Pittsburgh, the Jets stays. Probably not. No, I'm just kidding. Aaron Rodgers has been a lock to make it to the Hall of Fame for quite some time now. He's got 4 MVPs. He's got a Super Bowl ring with the Green Bay Packers. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. Top 5 all-time in passing yards. He'll probably be top 3 all-time in passing touchdowns after this season. I think he could pass Peyton Manning. But yeah, he's an obvious lock. We're going to get that one out of the way. Next up, Devon Achane. I mean, we're only 3 years into Devon Achane's career. I would say for what he's done so far, we're kind of like 3 for 3 so far. Running backs don't have a long shelf life. He's done great things, just kind of in the air as well on the ground. It's probably going to be a rough period for Miami Dolphins football over the next few years. He did get extended by the Dolphins as well. I just think, yeah, the bar is a little bit higher to make it to the Hall of Fame with running backs, just because it's a little bit tougher. But I think so far, like, I can't say he's on the wrong track. He's been great so far here in the NFL. AJ Brown, I mean, he's just going to be, I think, on the right track at this moment. I mean, there's a part of me like, do we go probably yes? I mean, this is where we can kind of pull up AJ Brown and just look at where he's been. He's 29 years old. He won a Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles a couple years ago, multiple all-pro teams. He's got 56 touchdowns in his career. He still has a long ways to go. Like, we can look here at the Pro Football Reference Hall of Fame monitor. So the average Hall of Fame monitor here is 102, or at least like the metric that they use. And AJ Brown is kind of like half of that right now at a 42. Like, Demaryius Thomas is right around where he is in his career according to this metric, but AJ Brown might have 5 or so more years left to go. So I'm going to say that he's just on the right track. I don't know if I could say probably yes. Like, I don't know if I can comfortably get there just yet. Joe Alt, I'm going to say, is on the right track as well. Joe Alt has only been in the league 2 years, but he's looking like the best offensive tackle, or one of the best offensive tackles early on in his career. I just think he's got all the talent in the world. He just has to stay healthy, but we have a long ways to go. Same with Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm going to say that Amon-Ra is on the right track as well. Amon-Ra St. Brown has been maybe just as good as AJ Brown, but just doesn't have like the time as AJ Brown has, but he's been nothing short of elite over the last 3 to 4 seasons. We still have a long ways to go if he's going to make it to the Hall of Fame, but he's kind of one of the more underrated receivers in the NFL. Next up is Andrew Thomas. I do feel like it's a little bit tougher for these offensive tackles. He's obviously been great. He's just been hurt a lot. I think he's going to be on the wrong track for now, because the bar is higher. Like, when I do this for the NBA, the bar is way lower, and he's got all the talent in the world to maybe make it to the Hall of Fame. But I think he's got to at least just show that he can stay healthy going forward. Like, you look at kind of Andrew Thomas's games played in his career, 16, 13, 16, but over the last 3 seasons, he's missed 7 games, 11 games, and 4 games. I don't know if we're going to hit that path going forward. He only has 1 All-Pro award as well, which is kind of the metric you have to look at, because you can't really look at Pro Bowls. And obviously the Protector of the Year is such a new award as well, but I'm going to say on the wrong track. Mark Andrews, like, he's going to have a good career. Do I want to say no chance and like bet my life on that? I don't know. He's had a good career, but like, I don't think he's making the Hall of Fame when you look at tight ends. He does have 1 All-Pro first team, couple Pro Bowls. He's 30 years old. I mean, he's definitely on the wrong track. Does he even get on the ballot now? Isaiah Likely's gone. He is kind of the guy going forward. I mean, when you look at the tight end metric as well, he's got well ways to, I mean, he's down here. Can he get up to like Jimmy Graham area? Like, I don't know. I'm going to say probably no. Like, I do think like he has maybe 4 more good years left in this league, but I don't think he's going to end up getting in. Andy Dalton is somebody I can comfortably say no chance. Like, they're not making it to the Hall of Fame. He's had a longer career than I thought. He obviously peaked in Cincinnati. At least they thought he peaked in Cincinnati. He's been fine since as a career backup, but yeah, he's not making it to the Hall of Fame. Next up, Baker Mayfield. I'm probably going to put Baker on the wrong track. Baker has had a good career. like it started so much later for when he became not like even elite quarterback. Like Baker's never been a top 5 quarterback in this league. He's obviously had a great career turnaround in Tampa after a career low point in Carolina, and at the end of the Cleveland days, he gets traded after they trade for Deshaun Watson. It was obviously a disaster in Carolina. And then maybe Sean McVay fixed something. He's been good in Tampa. He's just probably not going to. He's not. I don't think he's going to make it to the Hall of Fame. So probably no. I feel comfortable about that. I don't think he can really do much unless he somehow gets an MVP season or a ring. I don't know if we'll get there. Bijan Robinson on the right track. So 2 years in the league, he's obviously been great so far in his career, or excuse me, 3 years in the league now. He just got extended, which doesn't feel or feels rare for running backs, but obviously we've had a bunch kind of come over the last year or so. He's arguably the best running back in the league. I think he's on the right track, but we just got to see the shelf life. Bo Nix, like, he's only been in the league for 2 years, right? But Bo Nix has been a 1 seed. He's never been like a consensus top 5 quarterback, though. Even I would say consensus top 10 quarterback. Maybe we get there this year. He's 26 years old. This is a tough one. I mean, can we get 10 more years out of Bo Nix? The bar is high, though. The bar is very high to make it to the Hall of Fame as a quarterback. I'll say he's on the right track. I don't feel good about that. Like, I don't know. Him and Achane, I feel like there's a lot that they need to do. Like, I don't know. I'll put them on the right track. It's just kind of the issue of doing this a little bit earlier in their careers, which I think for Knicks, I'm going to drop them into the too early to tell. And same with Joe Alt, just because it's been 2 years. At least Achane and Bijan like on year 3 going forward. Nick Bonito, it's tough because he's like 26 years old. Took him a little bit of a slower start, but balled out in year 3 and year 4. Like he's had back-to-back elite years. But can he be another like elite for 10 more years? I'll throw him on the right track. I feel like if I had Bijan and Achane there. Chris Boswell is funny. I would have to look up the kicker metric for this going forward. Chris Boswell's been amazing, but the bar is very high also to make it to the Hall of Fame as a kicker. Like Adam Vinatieri just got in, and he's one of the greatest kickers of all time. Yeah, as good as Boswell is, like he's right here on the Hall of Fame metric. I don't think he's going to get in, unfortunately. Even though he's had a really good career. So I'm going to say probably no, though. I don't know if I want to say no chance. Maybe he does have no chance, and it's just me being a Steeler fan bias. Next up, Brock Bowers, also only been in the league for 2 years, but like, he's been a top 5 tight end. You could say both years of his career so far. So I think I'm going to automatically put him on the right track. Like, Bo Nix has been very good so far in his career, but once again, like, have you been top 10, top 5 in your position for, like, can I see that going forward? I don't know if I'll ever see Bo Nix as a top 5 quarterback in the league. And then Joe Alt, it's just the injuries that I'm not going to put him in on the right track, because what if he's a little bit injury prone throughout his career, even though he technically, I think, was a Pro Bowler last year. Breece Hall, I'm going to say it's on the wrong track. Now, Breece Hall's been good, and a lot of these players that we're talking about here today are good, but Breece, I don't know. He's been healthy the last 3 years after having an injury early in his career, but also, like, I don't think I've ever considered Breece as like a top 5 running back in the league. Maybe he could turn it around, though. Like, you could definitely turn it around in the on the wrong track tier. Oh, James Cook. So James Cook's been amazing the last 2 years. He was really good in year 2 as well. So he's been really good the last 3 years, excuse me. He's 26 years old. He did get extended. I think I'm going to put James Cook on the right track as well. I think James Cook's a little underrated. And when you look at the running back monitor, like, you're looking at the goats of goats at this position. So you really do have to turn it around. I'm sure I would have had like Le'Veon Bell on the right track at one point, and it could fall off so quickly. Like, Saquon is like not even halfway there in the Hall of Fame running back monitor. So, damn. Oh, God, that's tough. I think I might put him on the right track. I think I actually might bump down Achane's only played, what, 1 less year than Breece? I think I'm going to put him on the wrong track, because Achane's been good. I got to realize you have to be, like, in another level of can you get there? And can like James Cook get there? Can Nick Bonito get there? That's the thing. I don't know. It's so tough, man. It's so tough with some of these positional groups. Like, can you? I don't know. I think James Cook is an argument for being a top 5 running back the last few years. I'm going to say Nick Bonito. I'm going to say it's on the wrong track, because I don't know. Can you become a guy that's like Myles Garrett level tier, Micah Parsons level tier, something like that going forward? Marv, it is too early to tell, but immediately on the wrong track. Like, you kind of have to be as good as like Nixon Alt have been so far in his career to be in the too early to tell. 2 like bad years kind of start off your career. I don't know. It's on the wrong track, but you could definitely turn it around. Like I said, Bryce Young, you were on the wrong track as well. I don't want to say he has no chance. He could turn it around, but this is a very pivotal year for Bryce Young in 2026. He's never had a top 10 quarterback season, maybe not even close to that. Brock Purdy, I don't know. I just think Brock Purdy's been like a fringe top 10 quarterback, but he's only had like 2 really good seasons ish. And I don't know. I just think he's 26. I don't think he's going to end up making it to the Hall of Fame. So I'm going to say he's on the wrong track, which is fine. He's been to a Super Bowl already. Josh Allen, like, I don't want to say he's a lock yet, but I think we're going to be getting there. Like, he's probably, yes. I think when it's all said and done, we still have a lot of time left in Josh Allen's career. Like, he's 30 years old. He might have 7, 8 more years, but he's got the MVP. He's been healthy, which has been a big thing. Like, Josh Allen has had this Iron Man streak for a while now where he's got multiple like top 3 MVP finishes. I don't know if he's going to get to the passing yard numbers, but he's got the rushing yard numbers as well. How far down is he? Well, Lamar's already at an 85 for this, which is kind of crazy, which makes me think Lamar won't get there. Josh Allen's at a 66 in the Hall of Fame metric. I think he's going to probably get it to the Hall of Fame. So I'm going to throw him in there. Joe Burrow. Ooh. Joe Burrow is tough because Joe Burrow doesn't really have any accolades, right? Joe Burrow has been to 1 Super Bowl. He lost against the Rams. He doesn't have an MVP. He does have a comeback player of the year. He's got 2 of them. So if you want to say that's a major accolade, he did throw for the most passing yards. If you want to consider that an accolade as well, but he's got like no MVP, no Super Bowl MVP. He's got a couple Pro Bowls, but he's also been the opposite of Allen in a way. Like, he's had some injuries throughout his career. He's only been to the playoffs, twice in his career as well. It's tough. Like, I think he's going to get, like, I don't know. He still has a long time left in his career. I'm going to say he's on the right track, but I can't confidently say that he's going to end up getting into that, like, Josh Allen tier. I think Derrick Henry's a probably yes. I don't know if I want to bet my life on it that he's a lock, because that's, like, what I'm doing. I'm betting my life on those guys. And Derrick Henry's been amazing, and obviously the longevity's been there. You look at, once again, the average Hall of Fame for this metric, at least, it's insane. Like, you look at these names here: Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, LT, OJ Simpson, Eric Dickerson. Like, that is unreal. Derrick Henry is right here with the 67, and Roger Craig just got in as well. So, like, maybe I should put him in a lock, honestly, to make it to the Hall of Fame. Oh, I'm putting him in a lock. We're throwing him up there. Brian Thomas Jr., you're kind of in a similar boat to Marvin Harrison. I mean, he had a good start. Like, year 1, year 2, we dropped off a little bit. I'm not confident about year 3, so maybe it's on the wrong track. Jared Goff, once again, I don't want to put in no chance, but like, I'll put probably now. Like, he's in his 30s. He's had a good career. Like, for a number 1 overall pick, honestly, sometimes it doesn't work out. Like, him and Baker, number 1 overall picks. He had a nice career turnaround like Baker did in Tampa. He's had that in Detroit. Probably no, though. Justin Herbert, I think I have to put him with Joe Burrow. Another tough one here, but Justin Herbert did at least win like Rookie of the Year. He threw for 5,000 passing yards once in his career, multiple Pro Bowls. I think he's on the right track at least. Like, he's 28. He's been a consensus top 5-ish quarterback for most of his career. He does need to do a lot. Like, that's why I'm not going to say like probably yes, right? Like, he needs to accomplish more. He needs to win a playoff game. He's never won a playoff game. But like I said, he's been close to top 5 in his position. Something Baker, Goff, and Dalton, in my opinion, and even Bo Nix, like, haven't done so far, at least when we're looking at quarterbacks, and same with Brock Purdy. But he's had a better career than Brock Purdy so far, similar in age. I mean, I think Jahmyr Gibbs is on the right track. Like Bijan, he's only been in the league a handful of years. He just got extended, but when you're watching him, like, that is a top 5 running back in the league. These 2 need to have the longevity. Same with James Cook to get up to that Derrick Henry tier. Like, next up, Brian Burns. I just think he's on the wrong track. Like, I have Nick Bonito in this tier. I think it's just going to be tough for these guys. Maybe they could have a career turnaround, like very good edge rushers, right? Like, they could make it to the Hall, a very good Hall of Fame. I don't know, because you're going to say, have they had the careers as some of these guys when you're looking at some of the defensive ends and the outside linebackers of like the Joyce Peppers? Yeah, it's tough. There's a lot of work to be done for some of those guys going forward. Ja'Marr Chase, definitely on the right track. He got the receiving Triple Crown a couple years ago. He's still very young in his career. He's got a good quarterback throwing him the ball. I think he's definitely going to be on the right track, similar to like Amon-Ra and Brown. Like, I could get crazy and say probably yes. It doesn't matter, I think, when you do in college to make it to the NFL Hall of Fame, but they did win a title at LSU. I think Max Crosby might be on the right track. That one's a little tough for Max because also he's not going to have much playoff success. That doesn't really matter too much in the NFL, maybe more so for QB. But he's been a Pro Bowler the last 5 years. I would say he's been around top 5 in his position since 2022. He did get a big contract semi recently. He's 28 years old. he definitely needs a lot of work. Like, I think he's on the right track, but I do think he definitely like is not close to like a probably yes or anything like that. Like, you need probably 4 more elite years in his career. CJ Stroud, I mean, it's on the wrong track. It could change after his rookie season. I would have been like, yeah, this could maybe be a Hall of Famer. It hasn't been like that since. Cooper DeJean, I mean, he's been in the league just a few years right now. It's also like another premier position. It's tough. I think for DeJean, it's tough to see him because I feel like early on, he wasn't like the full outside guy guarding the number 1. Like, it's kind of been Quinyon Mitchell a little bit. Like, getting him and Mitchell in the same draft is insane. But for me, DeJean, too early to tell. Doesn't really scream Hall of Famer, but a really good corner. I feel like Quinyon Mitchell might be more of like an actual like on the right track guy. Travis Kelce, you were joining Derrick Henry and Aaron Rodgers in the lock tier. One of the greatest tight ends ever. He could have been probably Hall of Famer a couple years ago. And I wonder if like this metric already has him like top 3 all time, number 2 all time, well past the average Hall of Fame metric. So yeah, he is a lock to make it. Before we get back into today's video, I want to give a word from today's sponsor, Prize Picks. And you can use my code HMA in Prize Picks. So when you play $5, you get $150 if you win your first lineup. And I'm looking forward here at the NFL season. I'm taking some season long futures here, going more on Christian McCaffrey's rushing yards at 924. I think the offense is going to be good once again for San Francisco. Mekhi Lemon over 649 yards as a rookie receiver, now the number 2 with AJ Brown in New England, and over 4,000 passing yards for Dak Prescott. I think the Cowboys offense is going to be elite this year with a healthy Pickens and a healthy CeeDee Lamb. That's that code HMA. The link is going to be in the description. And please remember to only play responsibly, and if you have the means to do so. And thank you again to Prize Picks for sponsoring today's video. Alvin Kamara, this one is tough. Like, I don't know if Kamara is going to make it. Like, a really good career, man, but he never ran for 1,000 yards. Obviously, he's been an elite receiving running back. He was a Pro Bowler the first 5 years of his career, but he hasn't been one in the last 4. He's 30 years old. I mean, if he called it a quits because it was like a weird kind of storyline with him this offseason, they get Travis Etienne from the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, I just think like if Derrick Henry still has a little bit of work to the average Hall of Fame metric, I don't know. I just don't think Alvin Kamara is going to make it. I'm going to put him in the probably no. Like, I want to respect Kamara's career. It's going to be tough, but I don't think he gets in. Jaden Daniels, I mean, it's too early to tell. It's only been 2 years. He won Rookie of the Year, right, from his class a couple years ago, but last year was not a disaster, but he was banged up, and you wonder about his play style. Like, would that come down to have a lower shelf life? He's already 25 years old. It's a pivotal year 3, but I think it's just too early to tell for Jaden Daniels. Dak Prescott. Dak's going to be one of the more underrated quarterbacks ever. And just got a lot of hate for playing in Dallas, obviously. He's got really good numbers, and like, when you're looking at pocket passers like this, he finished runner-up to MVP to Lamar Jackson in 2023. He did win Rookie of the Year. He's got a couple Pro Bowls. I don't know, man. He's got 35,000 passing yards. He's, 33 this year? He probably needs like 4 to 5 more good years to get there. Like, can Dak have like a Matthew Stafford late career resurgence? I'm going to say right now, Dak is in the probably no tier, but he could definitely jump up. I think he needs to like win an MVP. And will he get there? We'll see. Daniel Jones, he's probably on the wrong track. I don't really think he's got no chance, but he might have no chance to make it to the Hall of Fame. I think I'm actually going to bump down Daniel Jones there. I would bet my life on it. Daniel Jones is not a Hall of Famer. Maybe I could do the same with like Bryce Young. Maybe I should drop down Bryce Young. I will. I'll bet my life on it. Davante Adams. I mean, Davante Adams has been also one of the best one of the best wide receivers for the last decade. But I think Davante, do I want to put him in the lock? You know what? I'm kind of scared about the Derrick Henry one. Like, I think I'm going to bump these guys down. But I mean, Davante, I believe, is going to make it to the Hall of Fame. And he's got the longevity. You know what? Do I want to put him in the lock? Davante Adams are good, man. His numbers are good. I'm going to put Derrick Henry in the lock because I think he gets in. I'm going to put Davante Adams in the probably yes. I don't know if I want to bet my life on it. I'm going to put Cooper Kupp in the probably no. He has that Triple Crown in 2021. He does have a ring. He does have a Super Bowl MVP. He just doesn't have the longevity to make it. Like, Santonio Holmes has a Super Bowl MVP, and he's not going to be a Hall of Famer. I think for Jackson Dart, it's too early to tell. I'll say the same thing about Caleb Williams, but you get an MVP, you get a 1 seed, something like that. I think you can end up in there. Same with like Cam Ward. Too early to tell. And yeah, obviously his rookie year wasn't great, but it's just his rookie year. Josh Allen wasn't good early in his career. Now look at him. Cameron Hayward. I think Cameron Hayward ends up in the Hall of Fame. Like, he does have the longevity in this league. Once again, could be a Steeler bias, but he's been in the league for 15 years. He's got 4 All-Pro first teams. He's got multiple All-Pro second teams. He's got, what, how many Pro Bowls? Not really, like, they matter. 7 Pro Bowls. He did not win a Super Bowl with the Steelers. I don't know, though. Like, you look at the bar for this. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. Like, these are the GOATs, obviously. Aaron Donald, man, he's insane if he comes back. But, like, I don't think Geno Atkins is making it to the Hall of Fame, and that's where they have it right now. He does have double the amount of All-Pros as Geno Atkins, and he's got the longevity too, man. Like, he's played 228 games. I don't know. I'm gonna, like, he's been like a stand-up, I don't know, Ndamukong Suh didn't really have the most stand-up career when you're looking at the character, which that matters. Like, Antonio Brown might not make it to the Hall of Fame because of his character. I'm gonna put him in probably yes, once again. Could be a Steelers bias. You can let me know. Lamar Jackson. I'm putting him in the probable yes. I think he's basically neck and neck with Josh Allen. Neither one of them has had much playoff success, but they've been arguably the best at their position in the regular season. Obviously, they've been kind of second fiddle to Mahomes for quite some time, but I think they're more Hall of Fame deserving than Joe Burrow. So yeah, Lamar, probably yes. I'm just hoping he's healthy this year and could have had, honestly, more MVPs. Wait, Lamar's got 2 MVPs, and you can make an argument he should have had 3 because he won in 2024, he won in 2019, and then he finished runner-up to Josh Allen in 2024. Like I said, had a very good argument of also winning that season as well. He's been unreal in the regular season. Yeah, Lamar, probably yes. I don't know if I would put him as a lock today. Maybe you think he should be. That's fine with me. Kirk Cousins, no chance. Very good career as a quarterback, very serviceable starters, made so much money for a day 2 pick. He's not making it to the Hall of Fame. George Kittle. I feel like George Kittle is somebody that injuries has hurt his career. He was drafted back in 2017. He's been unreal for a tight end. I don't know how much they're going to care about the blocking stats, but I feel like he's going to be a Hall of Famer. I feel like George Kittle will end up getting in. Like, he's got, I think, a couple more years left. I'm just hoping he's fine off the Achilles tear. I'm going to put him in probably yes. I don't know. I might be too generous in this video. You can let me know. I think Kenneth Walker, like Cooper Kupp, I want to give him the respect for the Super Bowl MVP. I don't think Kenneth Walker is going to be a Hall of Famer. He's had a lot of injuries. He's obviously been a good running back, but I don't know if he's going to have the longevity either to end up making it. I mean, Matthew Stafford, I think, is a lock now to make it. I wonder like where he is in this quarterback metric, but he's got the MVP and a Super Bowl championship now. And he's been kind of like a top 5 quarterback over the last few years. Yeah, I think Matthew Stafford's a lock to end up making it. Like Eli Manning might end up making it. Philip Rivers might end up making it. I think Matthew Stafford will be a lock to make it. CeeDee Lamb. On the right track, I think he's very similar to the A.J. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamar Chase tier. And he was drafted, what, in 2020? Kyler, I mean, maybe there's a career turnaround in Minnesota, but I think right now I'm going to put Kyler no chance. I mean, he's got a couple more years under his belt. He's never really been a top 5 quarterback, in my opinion. And I don't know if we'll get there again. So I'm going to put it in no chance. Also, like, yeah, I don't know if Travis Hunter, Shedeur, Tet, any of these guys are going to end up making it to the Hall of Fame, but for any year or two guys, it is way too early to tell, excuse me. Puka Nacua, definitely on the right track for sure. Still has a way to go, but I would say he's off to a tremendous start in his career for somebody that went on day number 3. Chris Godwin, I mean, I'm going to just go no chance for Godwin, unfortunately. He did have that really good start to the 24 season, 25 season. He was really good in 2019 as well. Good career. Got a ring with Tom Brady. Injuries have kind of derailed it a little bit over the last 2 seasons, unfortunately. But for somebody that went in the 3rd round, who's made a lot of money, but yeah, will not be making it. Kyle Hamilton, definitely on the right track. Again, for safeties, it's interesting to see kind of like that metric as well, or at least I guess maybe they're lumped into DBs a little bit more. These are obviously like the cream of the crop guys at the top, but he's off to as good of a start as you can ask for. I don't know if he's going to have like the interception numbers, but he's I think far above everybody right now is the best safety in the league. He was drafted in 2022, so it's still a short career, but he has done everything right so far to make me think that he's going to be a Hall of Famer one day. Sam Darnold, oh man. So we got the Super Bowl. He didn't get the Super Bowl MVP. He's had back-to-back really good seasons. I still think he's on the wrong track, but he could definitely turn it around. I mean, I could throw him in the, like, he got the ring unlike Jared Goff. He's got the ring unlike Baker Mayfield. Now, like those guys as well, he turned his career around after being a disappointing top 10 pick. He didn't really work out in Carolina. San Fran, obviously something clicked under Shanahan as a backup, and then he balled out with KOC in 2024, balled out with Mike McDonald in 2025. Like going 14-3 in back-to-back seasons is insane. He's also 29 years old, so I don't want to say that he's like out of it yet. He just turned 29. Like, he might play for another decade. He could play close to another decade The ring helps out a lot, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to go probably no, like similar to Dak right now. But I do think like that could change. You could go from probably no to probably yes. I just maybe need to see it. Can he get an all-pro? Can he do something like that going forward? Lane Johnson, in my opinion, is a lock. Like that's just coming to me right away. He's got the longevity. I do believe this is going to be Lane Johnson's last year of his career at 36 years old. He's only got he's got 5 all-pros. He's got a decent amount of Pro Bowls. I mean, I wonder what his monitor is for this because Lane Johnson, oh man, is he like far down on this? No, he's 62. The average, oh man, is a 95. Maybe he doesn't get in. I just feel like he should get in, but like, I don't know. 168 games. Like Joe Staley is not a Hall of Famer either. He's got a better monitor. That's tough. Maybe no. Maybe I'm overrating him a little bit. Maybe it's a probably no. Maybe it's a probably no. It's just a damn good career. Christian McCaffrey, once again, I feel like he should be a Hall of Famer. He's 30 years old, so once again, like he might need to do it for a little bit longer. You thought maybe his career could be on the end, like that weird, he's going to Germany in 2024, and then he's an all-pro first team member, 4th in MVP voting, 2nd in Offensive Player of the Year voting. He's won that once in his career. He's unreal as a dual threat running back, like unreal. He had 924 receiving yards last year. How far is he in this monitor as well? He's a 54. I'm going to go probably yes for McCaffrey. I think he gets in. I think he's going to have like the Oraton that gets in. We'll see though. If he's going to have more years left in his career. I think Aiden Hutchinson is on the right track. Like a bunch of these guys that I'm talking about, like you got to be relative top 5 in your position. I think Hutchinson over the last 3 years has been pretty much top 5, but he could definitely be bumped off that going forward. Next up, Nick Bosa, who got off to a great start, Defensive Rookie of the Year. He won DPOY in 2022, but the last like 2.5 seasons, it's been banged up by injuries, right? Like he had the Achilles tear, the ACL tear. He's got a lot to do, but I think he's on the wrong track right now. I wonder about injuries. The DPOY helps, but there's a lot of guys that have won a DPOY that haven't made it to the Hall of Fame. I think he's going to have to do a little bit to turn around his career. I think Christian Gonzalez is on the right track. I think he's a top 5 corner in this league. I mean, he was drafted just 3 years ago, so it's going to take a little bit more time. He was banged up a little bit, but was still like relatively healthy. I think he's on the right track, similar to Bijan, similar to Jahmyr Gibbs from that draft class. George Pickens on the wrong track. I think at one point during his Steelers career, it's no chance, but that Cowboy season last year was elite. It was a top 5 receiving season. We'll see how it looks this year going forward. We'll see what his next contract is going to look like. He could definitely go from on the wrong track to on the right track. Mahomes, probably. Nah, I'm just kidding. I think Mahomes is a lock if he retired today because Mahomes has he has the MVPs like Lamar and like Josh Allen. He's got 2 in his career, and then he also has the Super Bowl MVPs as well. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champion, 6-time Pro Bowler, 3-time Super Bowl MVP as well. Like unlike Stafford or like Big Ben, who's probably going to get in. Like he's actually won the MVP awards, threw for 5,200 yards in 2022. I'm so fascinated to see how it looks this year coming off the ACL tear. Tua, I'm going to bet my life on it. No chance Tua makes it to the Hall of Fame. Justin Jefferson, like if he retired today, is Justin Jefferson a Hall of Famer? I feel like every new stat, it's like the quickest guy to 8,000 receiving yards, and it's like him at the top. Like he's had an 1,000-yard season every year of his career. He was so good in 2022. Last year, he even had 1,000 yards with JJ McCarthy, Wentz, and Max Brosmer throwing him the football, even though he just had 2 touchdowns. It's such a short like prime that we're still in right now, and he's still just 26 years old, or is he 27 right now? He's 27, just turned 27. I'm going to say he's on the right track, though. I just think he's still too young to, like, I mean, I guess it's like Lamar, but he needs to do a little bit more. Like, I feel very confident that he's there. But I mean, Justin Jefferson, I believe is going to be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. But then I'm like, should I put Hamilton in there? I don't want to put too many young guys in that tier. So I'm going to say Jettas is on the right track. Myles Garrett, though, is a lock. He could retire today, and he would be a Hall of Famer. He's got the single season sack record. How many DPOYs is he up to right now? 4? He actually only has 2 Defensive Player of the Years. I don't know why I felt like a lot more. Maybe this is like the Aaron Donald, like he should have more. Look at all those All-Pro first teams. And then he had 23 sacks, and we finally get to probably watch Myles Garrett in the playoffs, which is very exciting. I don't think Odell Beckham is a Hall of Famer. It's just too short of a prime. Really fun career. Maybe it's going to be a fun comeback this year with the Giants, but I don't think he's going to get in. I mean, DK, I don't want to say he's got no chance, but I would be very shocked if DK Metcalf is a Hall of Famer. I would bet my life that he's not going to be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. Minka Fitzpatrick, probably no. I think he belongs in like this tier where he's had a really good career at his position. He was so good for the Steelers, but like, is he Ed Reed good? Is he Brian Dawkins good? Is he Troy Polamalu good? Probably not. 3 All-Pro first teams is insane. He gets traded from this Dolphins to the Steelers in 2019. He's still 29 years old. Maybe he has like a Harrison Smith type longevity in this league. That's why I'm going to put him in the probably no, but mostly Saquon. I think Saquon's on the right track as well. I don't know if I could say as confident he would. I mean, he's only 1 year behind McCaffrey. He was in the 2018 draft. He ran for 2,000 yards in 2024. I do have McCaffrey. He missed a lot of time in 2020, but that's really it. He's been relatively healthy. You could say it was a down year last year, still at 1,100 yards. I mean, he's got some work to do, that's for sure, but he does have the ring, unlike McCaffrey. It is interesting that I have McCaffrey in there, but I'm feeling that I should put Saquon a little bit lower. Is Saquon, so McCaffrey was right here. Saquon might honestly be, is he down a little bit more? He is. Okay. So I'm going to say Saquon is on the right track going forward. Carson Wentz, no chance. Almost won MVP in 2017. Chris Olave, I'm going to say Olave's on the wrong track. Doesn't mean he's bad. It's just when you're talking about like top 5 receivers, never had Olave in that tier. Maybe it changes with a full year of Tyler Shuck. He was great last year, got the extension. I think he's on the wrong track. Does Chris Jones make it to the Hall of Fame? Chris Jones has been around since the 2016 draft. He's got 3 All-Pro first teams. I mean, if I have Cameron Hayward up there, do I feel like Chris Jones is going to belong there? Oh, Chris Jones is tough because he also has the ring. The rings. Once again, it shouldn't matter too much. Yeah, I think if Cameron Hayward's in there, Chris Jones might have a little bit more time in his career. Can he age as well as Cameron Hayward? We'll see. I'm going to say probably yes, though, for Chris Jones. Maybe Cameron Hayward does belong a tier below. I just think he's so underrated. Jordan Love, I'm going to say he's on the wrong track. Once again, doesn't mean he's bad, but you got to kind of cement yourself as the guy. Can Jordan Love win an MVP? Can Jordan Love win a Super Bowl? I don't know right now. I really don't know. I guess like what Herbert is going to be different from Love. I think Herbert's been closer to a top 5 quarterback. And I do think Herbert also, like he had a couple more years as a starter when Love was a backup to Aaron Rodgers. So he's got more of the statistical quantity that could get you there, the counting numbers at the end of the day. Love, I think, just needs that like 5,000. Can he get a 5,000 yard season? Can he win an MVP? Can he has what, 1 playoff win in his career against the Cowboys a couple years ago compared to Herbert 0. You can let me know if you think they should be a different tier or the same tier. I think for Derek Brown, probably on the wrong track. Good player, but injuries have hurt his career so far. Deshaun Watson, you asked me in 2019. I'm saying he's on the right track, but he's got no chance of making it to the Hall of Fame. Devonta Smith. So this year, I'm going to put him in on the wrong track just because he's been pretty much a number 2 to AJ Brown. He's been good so far in his career. He's 27. He'll be 28 in November. He does have a ring, and he played like a big part of getting that ring. It's just going to determine how he looks this year as a number 1. Because if he can have like an AJ Brown Eagles-esque season this year as a number 1, I'm bumping him up to this tier after this year. I just need to see it if I'm going to throw him in there. I think Dexter Lawrence is on the right track. We'll see how the time goes in Cincy. He's been a top 3, maybe a top 2 defensive tackle for the last few years. He's 28 years old. Like he's still young, but I do think like his output, he's on the right track of making it to the Hall of Fame. I'm just going to go through this randomly to you guys I want to talk about. So Drake May, on the right track, like I guess has done a little bit more than Caleb Williams and like Jaden Daniels, even though Daniels won Offensive Rookie of the Year, but Drake May's been to a Super Bowl and you finished runner-up in MVP. He's, on the right track for sure, but I'm just going to kind of keep that consistent. It's too early to tell right now. Joe Flacco, no chance. Longer career than I thought. Had that great Brown season a couple years ago, but no chance he's making it to the Hall of Fame. Same with Jameis Winston as well. I don't think Jameis Winston is going to end up making it when it's all said and done. Hey, one of the more polarizing quarterbacks ever. Jonathan Taylor on the right track. It's just, will he have the longevity of these running backs? Can he have Derrick Henry longevity? He's 31. Like, can Jonathan Taylor do this for 4 more years? He just had the best year of his career, second best, you could say, last year. I don't know how the offense is going to look this year, but I think Jonathan Taylor is on the right track at the moment. Next up, JSN, I would say is on the right track as well. Pretty much, like, it's tough because how many consensus top 5 receivers are there? You don't like Amon-Ra, I don't think has ever been like a consensus top five guy every year. Even same with AJ Brown at times, but even if you're not a consensus top 5 guy, like they're putting up unreal numbers, like 1,300 receiving yards. There's probably 7, 8 elite wide receivers in the league. I think that bar is a little bit wider, where I think we can live, like, yeah, you could still be a Hall of Fame receiver and you were the 7th best receiver every year. I mean, that's one of the polarizing guys that I think I want to talk about. Mike Evans. I think Mike Evans, oh man, like I think people like his Hall of Fame case more than I do, because I don't know if I ever considered him like a top 5 guy for more than like a 3-year stretch. I mean, in this metric, like where even is Mike Evans? Is he? So he's a little bit behind Davante Adams, who I had as like a probably yes. And that's why I think like Mike Evans does end up getting in when it's all said and done. Where's Antonio Brown in this? That's what I'm curious about, because Antonio Brown, I mean, the career longevity just wasn't there. Damn, where do they have actually Antonio Brown on this? That's Antonio Freeman. Do they even have Antonio? They don't even have Antonio Brown on the metric, or is he up there? Oh no. Oh, see, like Antonio Brown's a Hall of Famer. He is. It's just like Hall of Fame personality. I wouldn't say so. I would say he's a better football player than human being. But I think Mike Evans ends up getting in. He had that 1,000-yard streak. We'll see how he looks this year in San Fran as the number 1. I think Drake London, I think he's, it's tough because he's been better than Olave and like Garrett Wilson, in my opinion. And like that guy, like that tier, you can even talk about, I guess, Garrett Wilson. I feel more comfortable being on the wrong track. Talented enough, yes. Stats, we'll see. London, like I think is better than those guys, but I think he's on the wrong track. He's only had 1 year above 1,000 yards. And do I feel comfortable about his quarterback situation right now? No, I do not. Next up, I just saw somebody that I wanted to talk about. Where was he? Like Ashton Jensen, you could throw there. Like Fred Warner on the right track, yes, 100%. He's been the best inside linebacker in the league for quite some time. He's been around a decent amount since 2018. He's got 4 All-Pro first teams. He unfortunately got hurt last year. Like every Niner has been hurt. And look at I don't know, he was so available up until 2025. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. Like I said, has been the best inside linebacker for quite some time. I'm going to put him in probably yes. I think if I have like Kittle and McCaffrey there, it's crazy. Like the Niners have had a lot of Hall of Fame level talents and they weren't able to get it done in those 2 Super Bowls. Like Colston Loveland, too early to tell. I think Quentin Nelson, is he a lock? I think he might be a lock already to make it to the Hall of Fame. I mean, already he's been around for a while now, almost a decade. If you look at this metric, he's like right there with Joe Thuney. So maybe I shouldn't if I have Joe Thuney not in the lock. So I'll put probably yes for Quentin Nelson, but I think he'll be fine. I mean, Quentin Nelson, how many All-Pros does Quentin Nelson have? He's got 3 All-Pro first teams, All-Pro second team galore, 3 as well. He's made it to the Pro Bowl every year of his career. Outside of 2021, he's been healthy. I mean, I think he's a lock, but if I'm not going to put Thuney in there, maybe. But like, I think Nelson's more maybe a lock than Thuney, in my opinion. So I'm going to do that. Maybe that's a hot take. I don't really know. Like Will Anderson, I would say is on the right track 100%. He could end up winning Depoy this year. He's still just like incredibly young in this league. I like how there's just some kickers in this tier list. I don't know if I'm going to do that many. I think TJ Watt is do I want to say he's a lock? Like he was in the 2017 draft. I mean, he's got 2 deep, or he's got 1 Depoy. He finished runner-up to Stephon Gilmore 1 year. I think he finished up runner-up to Myles Garrett 1 year as well. He's got, 1, 2 second place finishes, plenty of All-Pro first teams. He had 22 and a half sacks 1 year. He's led the league 3 different seasons in sacks. He's 31. I think he's a lock to make it. I do wonder like where they would have him on this metric. I'm not sure if they have him listed as a D end or an outside linebacker. I would assume, as an outside linebacker, they have his metric like right there, kind of similar to DeMarcus Ware. Maybe just needs to do a little bit more in his career. I mean, he's 31. I know his play has been dropping off a little bit, but I think, he's probably going to make it to the Hall of Fame. Either way, Penei Sewell, I would say, is on the right track as well. Haven't talked too many corners in this video, but I would say Patrick Surtain is on the right track. He has the Depoy, which is going to obviously help your case when it's all said and done. I saw Sauce Gardner in here, and now I'm missing him in this tier list. Like, where is Sauce Gardner? Because Sauce is also an interesting one. I don't know, maybe I already play Sauce Gardner, or maybe I'll find him. See, I'm just like looking. You might even know where he is right now, and I just can't find Sauce Gardner. Either way, I just saw Trevor Lawrence. I would say Lawrence is on the wrong track. I don't think he's hit that potential that we thought he could have. Last year, we saw the glimpses that we thought he could be coming out of Clemson now that he finally has an offensive mastermind in Liam Cohen. But he has no playoff wins, right? Or no, they blew that. No, they did beat the Chargers a couple years ago, but he still needs to do a lot more. It's kind of similar to maybe the Jordan Love. Like they've kind of been in that similar tier 2, tier 3 quarterback tier for most of their career so far. Jalen Hurts does have a Super Bowl. I still think it's on the wrong track. Like Hurts has never, in my opinion, been a top 5 quarterback, but I've always been lower on Jalen Hurts. He does have 3 Pro Bowls. Like I said, that Super Bowl ring, that team was so good in 2024. And like they were so good in 2022. He went 14-1 as a starter. Like his record in the NFL is unreal. And that doesn't grow on trees. His team has obviously been great. I don't want to say he's got no chance. I don't want to say he's on the right track. I'm going to say he's just on the wrong track, which Might be a hot take. I'm not sure. Trey Hendrickson on the wrong track. I don't want to say he's got no chance. I think he led the league in sacks 1 year, but we'll see how the Baltimore Ravens era goes. Oh, there's Sauce Gardner. I'll still put Sauce on the right track. I think he became a little bit overrated. Like, I like Derek Stingley a little bit more. I like Pat Surtain a little bit more. He's got 2 All-Pro first teams. He's only been in the league since 2022. Like, he's 24 years old. So I think he's on the right track for his career so far going forward. I would say for some of these guys like Kyren Williams, good running back, but on the wrong track, maybe similar to like a Devonta Smith. Kyle Pitts, I'm gonna stamp Kyle Pitts as no chance he's a Hall of Famer. And I think Deion Dawkins, probably on the wrong track. He's had a really good career. Shout out Temple. I just don't think it's going to be like a Hall of Fame tackle. I'm going to say Marlon Humphrey, probably no. A really good career as well with the Ravens. I just don't think he's going to have the longevity as being like a top guy to end up making it. Micah Parsons is definitely on the right track. We'll see how he looks coming off the ACL tear, but if I have Aiden Hutchinson here, I have to put Micah Parsons here, who's definitely closer to like mild, like, he's unreal. Like, he's on the right track. We just got to see how he recovers from this injury. I don't think I'm going to rank the kickers in here. Like, Jalen Carter, I'm going to say Jalen Carter's on the right track. Like, he just got a bag. I think Jalen Carter's been elite since he's been drafted in 2023. I mean, I guess it is kind of too early to tell, but he's been off to a great start because I don't have like Caleb I know, actually, they were 24, yeah. So I'll put him on the right track because I do have like Stroud in here and Will Anderson and some of those guys. Like Emeka Buka, I'm going to say it's too early to tell. Malik Neighbors, too early to tell. A couple interesting tackles here. Trent Williams and Laremy Tunsil. Trent Williams, it feels like he's been around forever, and that's kind of true. Since 2010, he's got 3 All-Pro first teams and kind of hit like it's like he was elite, clearly. Pro Bowl every year, not like that's the end-all be-all, but hey, he was amazing in Washington and obviously has been amazing in San Fran. What is his Pro Bowl monitor if we're looking at it here? So his Pro Bowl monitor would be, Hall of Fame. So he's 19th among tackles all time. The average is at 95, which obviously could get skewed a little bit if there's just like Lawrence Taylor's at 222. Like, it skews the average a little bit compared to like Derek Brooks, who's there at a 164. I think Trent Williams is going to be a Hall of Famer. And then Laremy Tunsil is another one that's been around since 2016. He's good in Miami, good in Hughes. Like, he's kind of been good wherever he's going to be. He doesn't have any All Pros though. So maybe he's more of like a probably no, but just like a whole very good career. Yeah, probably. And he's also banged up this year. So I'm going to go probably yes for Trent Williams. And I'm going to go probably no for Laremy Tunsil. I would say Trent McBride is on the right track as well. He's been, I think, a top 2-3 tight end, top maybe 4 or 5 tight end for the last few years. There's obviously not as many good tight ends as there are like receivers, but I think he's deserving to be in there. And just a couple other guys that I want to hit on, like Khalil Mack, also another amazing career. He was in the 2014 draft, like with Aaron Donald, 9-time Pro Bowler. I mean, 3-time All-Pro team. He got traded for 2 first-round picks when he went to Chicago, like still going strong moving forward. What's his monitor at to make it to the Hall of Fame? So his is at a 104. Oh, maybe I'm lower. Okay, on Khalil Mack in my mind. Like that might be a lock to make it to the Hall of Fame. I'll just put him in probably yes right now. Like, do I want to put Matthew Stafford in a lock? I might bump down Matthew Stafford. No, I'll put him in a lock. I don't know. Derek Stingley on the right track as well. You can make an argument he's the best corner in the league. The one I wanted to bring up here, like an interesting one, I don't even know if they have a monitor for this going forward, was the Kyle Juszczyk. Like fullbacks, like, I don't know. He's had a great career. I don't even know if he's going to be on this thing at all. There he is at a 27, 10-time Pro Bowler though. Like the last like real fullback, it feels like that could make it to the Hall of Fame. I don't know. Does he get all pro honors every year, Kyle Juszczyk? Because he might just have like 10 all pros. He's got 2 first team all pros. He's got 10 Pro Bowls. He's 34. I'm going to put him in probably no, but I think I at least had to bring up the discussion that he could end up making it to the Hall of Fame. Like Trent McDuffie might be on the right track. I've never considered McDuffie as like the best top 5 corner in the league. Like, he's been really good out of the slot. He got traded for a first round pick this offseason, got a bag. Like, he was also in that 22 corner class with Sauce and Stingley. He's got the ring, 2 of them actually. And he's going to be in LA. Oh my God, the Rams defense is freaking awesome this year. I'm going to say he's on the right track. I'm going to give McDuffie his respect. Josh Jacobs, I'm going to say he's on the wrong track, but also has been around enough. I might just go probably no. He led the league in rushing yards 1 year. Derwin James. Like, Derwin James is also another guy that just feels like he's been hurt a lot, but has been like the best safety or one of the best safeties since he's been in the league. He's got 1 All-Pro first team. He's got 3 second teams. He's got... That's kind of it. So he's 29, he's 30. It's just like injuries. Is that going to derail it? Yeah, like look how far off he is. I might go probably no for Derwin, which is just unfortunate because I feel like Derwin James has always been like the best safety when he's been out there, but maybe that's one I'm wrong about. All right, so 3 more players that I'm going to talk about. On the right track, I would say Tristan Wirfs. You can make an argument he's the best offensive tackle in the league. And he's the same draft class as like Justin Jefferson in 2020. Calais Campbell and Cameron Jordan are 2 guys that I think are going to be tough. So Calais Campbell has the longevity in this league. Cameron Jordan, I think, had a better peak for sure. Cameron Jordan's got 132 sacks in his career, and Calais Campbell has, I think, 117 in his career. For Calais Campbell, he's got, why am I missing it here? 117 in his career. The longevity of Calais Campbell is insane. He's going to be on the Ravens this year. He's 39 years old. He's going to be 40 in September. That's insane. I mean, PFR doesn't really have the greatest chance for him. I might go probably yes for Cam Jordan and probably no for Campbell, but that one hurts a little bit. You can let me know what you agree or disagree with. So that's a bunch of players that we ended up ranking today in this Hall of Fame tier list. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do you agree with what I said? Do you disagree with what I said? If there's somebody that I didn't bring up that you think isn't Hall of Famer right now, let me know down below. Maybe it's a lineman, maybe it's a corner. Let me know. Drop a thumbs up if you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.